Hey guys, Rich here again. Today's video is now part 3 on the Subaru Impreza WRX STI. So, part 3 on the Subaru Impreza WRX STI. So this is now the final part we're going to do. So we're going to do the whole of the 3rd generation and then motorsports, and then that will be it. Alright. Without any further ado, let's get started. But before I do, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you are alerted of when I'm making new uploads. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get started. So the 3rd generation from 2008 to 2012. Here we go. First off is overview, so let's do it. So production was from 2008 to 2012. So from 2008 to 2012. Next up is body and chassis. Body style is a 5-door hatchback and then a 4-door sedan for 2011. It's related to the Subaru Forester, the original Impreza, and then the Impreza WRX. Powertrain is next. The engine. 2 versions you can get is a 304 horsepower, 2-liter flat 4-boxer with a turbo. And then another one is a 305, so 305 horsepower, 2.5-liter flat 4-boxer engine with a turbo. Transmission, 2 versions you can have is a 6-speed manual or a 5-speed automatic with sport shift manual mode. So that's only in Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Indonesia, and Australia. Next up is dimensions. For wheelbase, 2624 millimeters, 103.3 inches. Says wheelbase. Length, 4415 millimeters, 173.8 inches. This is for like the hatchback version. And then 4580 millimeters, 180.3 inches. That's for the sedan. So that would be an extra, if I do the math on that, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for me to do this kind of math equation. So it's 165 millimeters, 6.5 inches more than the hatchback version for the sedan, because the sedan is at 4580 millimeters, 180.3 inches. So for length, width is 1796 millimeters, 70.7 inches. So that's width. Height is 1476 millimeters, 58.1 inches. So that's for 2009 to 2010. Then we got 1471 millimeters, 57.9 inches. So that's for 2011. So that's for the 2011 model. I would go with that one. Now we got curb weight, which is at 3,373 pounds, which is 1,530 kilos. All right, now we're on 2008 to 2010. So this will have a lot more info on it, but oh well, we can try to do it. Alright, here we go. 2008 to 2010. Here we go. The 08 STI has the 2008 STI has received a higher degree of parts to differentiate it from its Impreza WRX brethren. So Impreza WRX brethren. I can't really say it well, but it's spelled BREZZA. T-H-R-E-N. Brethren? I can't really pronounce that. Anyways, unlike the Impreza WRX, the STI uses aluminum suspension components and has different fenders that are 2.2 inches, 56 millimeters wider. So 56 millimeters, 2.2 inches wider. It adopted Subaru intelligent chassis design and dynamic chassis control concept. The turbo forces air through a larger top-mount intercooler, which has lost the red STI logo that was on previous generations. Usually it'll be like a front-mount intercooler. So the turbo forces air through a larger top-mount intercooler which has lost the red STI logo that was on previous generations. It's the first generation of this model with an automatic gearbox, which is able to import to outside Japan. Automatics, really? I thought it was going to be manual. If it was a manual, it would be better. So it's the first gen of this model with an automatic gearbox, which is able to import to outside Japan. Anyways, let's move on. So, like other 08 Impreza models, the 08 STI benefits from a larger polar moments of inertia due to small overhangs, and also features a double wishbone rear suspension. The car also borrows new intake and exhaust components from the legacy GT platform. So yeah, the car also borrows new intake and exhaust components from the legacy GT platform. The latest Impreza WRX STI features multi-mode VDC, which is vehicle dynamics control with normal traction and off modes. Subaru Intelligent Drive, or SI Drive, with 3 modes: Intelligent, Sport, and Sport Sharp, or like S and hashtag. And multi-mode, drivers controlled center differential, or DCCD. The DCCD, the drivers controlled center differential, enables the driver to select the manual or automatic. It's like auto, and auto plus, and auto minus mode in order to distribute the torque based on driving performance or conditions. The JDM version has a 2-liter 304 horsepower EJ207 flat 4-boxer motor with a twin-scroll turbocharger, while other versions of the car has a 2.5-liter 296 horsepower. So the JDM has like 305. The 2.5 versions, so 2.5-liter versions, rounded up to like 300 horsepower. EJ257 engine with a single scroll V448 turbocharger. So V448 turbo. At the New York Auto Show, a Subaru spokesman confirmed that the Impreza WRC, so WRC will be based on the hatchback platform due to its lower polar moments of inertia. The latest US model of the STI has 305 horsepower and 290 pound-feet, 390 newton meters of torque, and range in price from $35,640 to $39,440, over like between $35,000 and $40,000 roughly, depending on the options included. The 08 Impreza STI has the model code GR, reflecting the different wide-body 5-door hatchback compared to the GH standard body 5-door hatchback used for the 08 Impreza WRX and naturally aspirated models. The new wide-body 5-door chassis is 1796 millimeters, 70.7 inches wide, compared to 1740 millimeters, 68.5 inches from the regular WRX 5-door chassis. Curb weight varies from 3,318 to 3,395 pounds, which is 1,505 to 1,540 kilos, depending on the options. In 2008, a Subaru WRX STI Spec C, a Subaru WRX STI Spec C, or C-Spec, was in the works for production. It has been spotted lapping the Nürburgring Nordschleife. It's expected to shed 154 pounds, 70 kilos in weight, having minor engine tweaks, having an updated aero kit, and bigger brakes. A possible precursor to the WRX STI Spec C had surfaced at the Motor Show, Motorsport Japan 2008 auto show, named the Subaru Takumi Concept. The only visual cues to differentiate this car from the regular STI are a blacked out rear wing, front lip spoiler, and 12-spoke wheels that are strikingly similar to the ones featured on the Spec C test mule spotted around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. The upgraded parts included on the car are drivetrain and suspension mods. There's no word on performance figures or power output. It was later confirmed by Autoblog that the Takumi Concept was in fact just an unveiling on the 20th anniversary edition WRX STI and not the C-Spec or Spec C. All 300 examples will be exclusive to the Japanese market. Subaru launched the Impreza WRX STI A-line with a 5-speed semi-automatic on February 24th, 2009, available initially only in both Japan and Singapore. The A-line features including downshift blipping control, or DBC, and steering wheel mounted paddles. The engine and gearbox in the A-line are very similar to the 0709 Legacy 2.5 GT models. However, the A-line has less torque and slower acceleration, because it takes like 0 to 60 like 6.1 seconds compared to the manual STI versions. Although lighter, 1,490 to like 1,505 kilos, the A-line is also offered in Hong Kong and later in Indonesia. So Indonesia, with debuts at the 2010 Indonesia International Motor Show in July 2010, and will be exported to Australia in 2011. Finally, on July 23rd, 2009, the Subaru Impreza WRX STI Spec C was released in Japan. The 900 units limited edition WRX STI Spec C has engine, suspension, and body parts improvements over the regular model. The ball bearing on the turbine axle has been modified to reduce friction, so it's for the turbo. The ECU has been retuned for better response, and an intercooler water spray system was fitted to prevent rise in the air temperature, so it helped the car to not overheat too much, so it helped the car to cool down, so it prevents a rise in the air temperature. The cross-member suspension and power steering, so the cross-member suspension and power steering were also improved for better handling, so both better handling and body rigidity. Aluminum hood, laminar windows, like for the glass, and lighter battery helped to reduce weight. Subaru UK Limited introduced 2 new WRX STI models at the British Auto Show that have specific tuning by ProDrive. The first is the WRX STI 330S, intended to compete with the UK spec Lancer Evo 10 FQ330. It produces 325 horsepower and has a 0 to 60 time of 4.4 seconds. The last of the two cars would be the WRX STI 380S. It could make it into production within 6 months, so half a year, pending positive consumer reception. It sports new wheels and an upgraded body kit. It's expected to produce 375 horsepower. Currently, there are no other specs for the car. Subaru announced on September 10th, 2008, that the 380S variation will not be produced due to both homologation and specification difficulties. The regular model is called the WRX STI Type UK. Type UK. The Singaporean, Indonesian, and Australian, all like right-hand drive countries, markets received the 2.5 liter Euro spec version instead of the J spec version, producing 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet, 407 newton meters of torque. Some of the Impreza WRX STIs sold in Indonesia are the 2 liter JDM spec brought by the general importers before Subaru officially introduced. So some of the Impreza WRX STIs sold in Indonesia are the 2 liter JDM spec brought by the general importers before Subaru officially introduced the 2.5 liter model. So before they introduced the 2.5 liter version. In Australia, the regular WRX STI is sold alongside the WRX STI Spec R, which is equipped with BBS wheels and Recaro seats. For the 2010 model year, Subaru of America introduced the Impreza WRX STI Special Edition, similar to the JDM WRX STI Spec C. This model came with stiffer suspension and thicker stabilizer bar for better handling. It also has 7-spoke, dark gray 18-inch alloy wheels. Inside the limited run special edition, STI got a manual air conditioning system and 4-speaker stereo system instead of an automatic climate control, and a 10-speaker premium audio on the regular WRX STI. Next up is from my favorite years of all time. So favorite years of all time and my dream years, and the years I always stick with, 2010 and then 2012. In 2010 for the 2011, so in 2010 for the 2011 model year, the Impreza WRX STI was offered in the four-door sedan body style once again after a 3-year absence from the STI lineup since the introduction of the 3rd generation model. The new WRX STI sedan is built as wide body with flared fenders, front skirts, and rear valance, while the hatchback model also is equipped with similar treatments. The most noticeable feature on the STI sedan is a large rear wing, characteristic of the last generation Impreza STI sedan. With the new front bumper, the 2011 Impreza WRX STI is more aggressive compared to the 08 and 2010 models. The 2.5 liter flat-4 turbocharged engine with 300 horsepower is carried over, while tweaks in suspension improve handling. The 2011 model year STI has stiffer springs, bigger anti-roll bars, and new pillow ball bushings on the front lower arms, as well as wider standard tires. Also, US dealers are now requiring synthetic oil for 2011 models. It's officially claimed to do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 4.9 seconds and a quarter mile time of 13.7 seconds. So 13.7 seconds. Officially called the Subaru WRX STI 4-door and Subaru WRX STI 5-door, US market versions adds the Impreza model name. Australia also received the 2011 model year WRX STI as a 4-door and 5-door hatch in the regular STI and luxury STI Spec R with manual and automatic gearboxes. Offered electric sunroof, leather seats, sat-nav, and BBS wheels are standard on the STI Spec R, while Recaro seats, on the other hand, are optional. Now we got the UK versions of these cars. Available for the UK market only. So, they're in the UK for this part. Alright, available for the UK market only. The Cosworth Impreza STI CS400 was announced in late of May 2010. May 2010, only 75 units built. The STI CS400 is powered by a 395 horsepower. It's 400 horsepower. Powered by a 400 horsepower engine. The Cosworth tuned turbocharged car is one of the world's most accelerative hatchbacks. The renowned 2.5-liter turbocharged boxer engine is transformed to produce 33% more power, so 1/3 of a like a third of more power, so like third is like 33.3% of more power, drawing heavily on Cosworth's extended F1 experience. The engine, which drives all 4 wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox, boasts an impressive 400 horsepower, and the new model reaches 60 miles an hour in just 3.7 seconds, going on to cover a quarter mile in 12.75 seconds at a terminal speed of 107 miles an hour. Top speed is limited to 155 miles an hour. The 2.5-liter turbocharged flat-4 engine has Cosworth engineered forged connecting rods, racing pistons, heavy-duty cylinder head studs, multi-layered head gasket, and high-pressure oil pump. The ECU had been remapped, and a new compressor design and wastegate actuator had been applied to the turbo. The exhaust system features a larger capacity tubular manifold and bigger diameter downpipes. Clutch was also upgraded. The Cosworth Impreza STI CS400 can be distinguished from the regular STI from its upper mesh grille with piano. So upper mesh grille with piano black finish on the top frame, modified front bumper with Cosworth emblem on the lower mesh grille, and lip spoiler, 18-inch Pro Race alloy wheels in anthracite gray, and trunk waist spoiler. To match its performance, the CS400 came with Bilstein struts and Eibach springs for better quality ride quality, and better handling with less pitch and roll during cornering. Braking was updated by AP Racing's larger diameter ventilated front brakes with 6-piston calipers. Inside, the CS400 has Recaro leather seats with Cosworth label, piano black center console panel, and Cosworth badged floor mats. Now we got the Japanese version, export version, and then the A-line edition, which is for JDM. So the turbos, displacement, power, RPM, torque, and RPM for the torque as well. Alright, so for the starting off with the Japanese version, is for the turbo, it's a twin scroll. So it's a twin scroll turbo. It's 2 liters, 304 horsepower, at 6,400 RPM with 311 pound-feet, 422 newton-meters of torque, between 2800 and 4400 RPM. So the Japanese version. The export version has a single scroll turbo, 2.5 liters, 300 horsepower, 6,000 RPM, 300 pound-feet, 407 newton meters at 4,000 RPM. And now, last one is the A-line, which is the JDM version. That also has a single scroll turbo with 2.5 liters, 300 horsepower, but this time the RPM for torque, for the power RPM, is raised by an extra 800 RPMs more, so it does 6,800 RPMs this time. And torque was slightly decreased to 258 pound-feet, 350 newton meters, between 3,000 and 6,000 RPM. Now, for the last part we're on is motorsports. So without any further ado, let's finish this. So we're on motorsports. So here we go. This is for rally. We're on the FIA. So FIA PWRC. The STI serves as the basis from which Group N production rally cars are constructed. Group N5 class, marketed by FIA as Production Car World Rally Championship, or PWRC. Cars are the major support category for the WRC World Rally Championship and are the premier category in many national rally championships for 2 years, 2004 and 2005. So 2004 and 2005. For 2 years, 2004 and 2005, the WRX STI has taken the top 3 podiums in Group N. This new effort can be attributed to STI's increased support in Group N motorsports. Now we're on FIA WRC. Say FIA WRC World Rally Championship. In 1995, 96, and 97 World Rally Championships, the Subaru World Rally Team, in conjunction with ProDrive, won the WRC manufacturer's title with the World Rally Impreza. The STI's bare chassis is used by ProDrive as the basis of the World Rally Impreza. This WRC class is currently labeled by FIA as Group 8. Colin McRae in 1995, Richard Burns in 2001, and Peter Solberg in 2003. 2003. All won the WRC drivers title with the World Rally Impreza. Now we got Rally America. The STI has been a prominent contender in Rally America. Almost said Rally Art. That's for Mitsubishi and then that. Say Rally Art. Not Rally Art. Rally America. There we go. Sorry. Rally America events since the series began in 2005. The STI has won every championship except for one, 2010. Lestrange, I can't really pronounce it, but it's spelled L. It's got a dash on the top. ESTANGE/Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10. Recently, Subaru factory driver Dave Higgins drove a 2011 spec STI. So 2011 spec STI to a series victory. Now we're on autocrossing. First off is the JAF event. So the JAF events, an STI spec series. An STI spec C won first place in the all-Japanese Gymkhana. Say run autocrossing. So autocrossing, it's like autocross events, JAF events. An STI Spec C won first place in the All Japan Gymkhana Championships of 2004. Chris Torres was the driver. Sheridan and RJ were involved in a collision around turn 453. Now we're on SCCA events. In 2005, a 2004 STI took first place in the STU class of the Tire Rack SCCA Solo Nationals. The next year at the Tire Rack SCCA Pro Solo in Topeka, Kansas. So in Topeka, Kansas, STIs took first place in the AS and STU classes. An STI took first place in the STU class at the Tire Rack SCCA Solo Nationals that same year. Now we got road racing. This is for the FIA events. In 2005, Chris Deppel took a STI-supported WRX STI to second place in the A6 class and 14th overall in the 24 hours Nürburgring Nordschleife race. The car was set up to have around 5 degrees of camber at the front wheels. The wheels are A.K.A. pieces. The car also uses the roof vane seen on the 2006 My WRX STI. The car uses Tein or Tein, can't really pronounce the name, SRC coilovers. The car was driven by Kazuo Shimizu, Super Taikyu driver and winner. Toshihiro Yoshida, Super Taikyu driver and winner. And Stefan Sarazin, I can't really pronounce it, but it's spelled STE with a little dash on the top of the E. Phane, first name. His last name is spelled Sarrazin. The 2005 Subaru World Rally Team driver and Kumi Sato from Japan. In 2006, Double Bell Chambers Racing UK campaigned as Subaru factory supported WRX STI Spec C in the 24 hours of Nürburgring's Nordschleife's SP6 class. It had a Motec engine management system, 3-way adjustable AST coilovers, aftermarket Brembo brakes, an aftermarket turbocharger unit, STI Group N parts, aerodynamic pieces, and many other modifications. Pushing 400 horsepower. It's pretty good. To combat understeer, like steering, but then the car starts to go forward. So to combat understeer, to not get the car to understeer, it ran without a front sway bar. It qualified 37th out of 225 competitors for the starting position. The Autosport IF Racing UK / Subaru WRX STI Spec C managed to end with a position of 115th out of the 225. It's a difference in 110 really of those places, suffering 2 turbocharger unit failures during the course of the race. The car was driven by Alan van de Merwe. I can't really pronounce that or say it. It's spelled Merwe, his last name. It was the 2003 British Formula 3. So British Formula 3 champion. So a 2003 British Formula 3 champion. Brighton Phil Bennett, driven in the BTCC, British Touring Car Championship, Le Mans, and the Nürburgring. Jonathan Price, 6 times Nürburgring 24 hours competitor, and Chris Atkinson, a 2006-2007 Subaru World Rally Team driver. Now we got Grand Am events. In 2011, the Subaru Road Racing Team will be campaigning a 2011 Subaru Impreza WRX STI sedan in the GS Grand Sport class of the Grand Am Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge Series. Now we're on SCCA events. In 2005 and 2006, IC Racing's 2004 My STIs took first and second place in Club Racing's T2 division. This one's a cool one. ESX Motorsports announced the introduction of the WRX STI in World Challenges GT class in 2005. So for those who don't know what ESX Motorsports is, you might have noticed I did a video that long ago. ESX Motorsports is a racing sponsorship founded by Ali Afshar, and he's also the president of Easy Street Motorsports, as you call it. He's been racing since 1989. He has the best racing career. He's been blessed as a world record holder. He has his own line of cars. You can go buy Ali Afshar Signature Series cars. He's a professional actor as well, a professional race car driver. List just goes on and on and on. You might have seen him in the movie Born to Race 2011 and Born to Race Fast Track 2014. He was actually there. He was the actual actor. He hasn't got a name for himself in the movie, but just Ali Afshar in the movie. You might have seen Born to Race. Like, you should check out Born to Race 2011 and Born to Race Fast Track 2014. He's there. Like, he has a sponsorship and all that. You should definitely check it out. Check the movie out. It's really fun. You gotta see it. It's really cool. Anyways, now we're on Super GT. The Cusco team have been campaigning a heavily modified STI with a rear drive conversion, so rear-wheel drive, as required by regulations since the late 1990s, and having no two-door model available at present. The Super GT committee gave a special permit for them to race with a 4-door model instead of a 2-door model. The rear drive conversion rule was lifted in 2006, and since then they returned to all-wheel drive with a transaxle gearbox. In 2008, Cusco's Impreza won the first GT300 race in Sepang. Don't know where that is. It marked the first all-wheel drive car victory in Super GT/JGTC history. Even though they were having very impressive results with 1 win and 2 podiums that season, Cusco announced that they would not participate in the 2009 season as they want. The performance of Cusco was outstanding, even though they were using a 4-door car. It later led the Super GT committee to officially allow all 4-door model cars to participate in the series. The Toyota Corolla XEO followed suit, I think, I don't know, in 2009. The Toyota Corolla XEO followed suit in 2009. And last but certainly not the least is drifting. So this is for the D1 Grand Prix. D1 Grand Prix. Here we go. This is for 2 years, 2005 and 2006. Starting off as 2005. Here we go. Nobushige Kumakubo is the first to use a GD chassis WRX STI So WRX STI at the D1 Grand Prix Series. The car is extensively modified as regulations permits only two-wheel drive cars. The STI is unique. So the STI is unique in that it's the first to locate a radiator with the fan beside it, behind the driver rather than in front of the engine compartment. So behind the driver rather than in front of the engine compartment, as other cars usually do. His other Team Orange teammates, Kazuhiro Tanaka and Naoto Suenaga, I can't pronounce that, followed suit, I mean. Last but not least, 2006. So let's finish this. So let's get under 45 minutes. Let's wait. Team Orange and JUN Autosports have converted a GC chassis two-door STI into a rear-wheel drive car for drifting to be used by third driver Naoto Suenaga. Drivers Nobushige Kumakubo and Kazuhiro Tanaka took a single win each during the 2006 season, and the former took the overall D1 GP title. So D1 GP title. D1 GP title. Title. There we go. I had to repeat it so I say it correctly. And boom! Yes! Finally all done. Yes! And that is finally it. Yes! Woo! That's brilliant. Man. Alright guys, so for my next video, I don't really know what I'll do, but I'll find out what I can do. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you are alerted of when I make new uploads. Alright, so that'll be it. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.